Hello folks, and welcome to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Today I'm going to be making a beginner's guide to the Star Wars Battlefront menus, where I will cover everything from how to buy crates all the way to how to customize your characters. So to start off, on the main home screen we've got two ads here on the right hand side, which you don't really need to pay too much attention to, as well as a little link button that will bring us straight to collection, which we will get onto in a little second. The most important thing about this page is the get more crates, which is at the bottom left. If you click into that, 3 crates will appear on the left hand side. They are Starfighter crates, Trooper crates, Allegiance crates. So Starfighter crates contains 1 guaranteed Starfighter card and 2 mystery items. And as with all crates and all star cards earned in the beta, none of them are intended to be carried over to the full game. They are only for the multiplayer beta, just keep that in mind. The top 2, which is Starfighter crates and Trooper crates, cost 1,100 credits, and then the Allegiance crate at the bottom only costs 1,000. The only difference is that you could get a Trooper card or a Hero card or a Starfighter card in this one. So if you're really looking to buff your Troopers, go for the Trooper crate. If you're really looking to buff your Starfighters, definitely go for the Starfighter crate. Okay, and moving on, we have the play screen, which we have 3 options here. Campaign, which is not actually available yet. If you click into that, it will show you a preview of the campaign, which will give you a little teaser into what you're going to be seeing with regards to Iden Versio and the Empire. We also have multiplayer, which will further bring you into a screen where you can choose between Galactic Assault, Starfighter Assault, and Strike. Galactic Assault is a 40-player game mode in which the clones and the separatists go head to head. And it is placed on Theed on Naboo. On Starfighter Assault, it is 24-player game mode where 12v12. Again, this time it's Resistance versus the First Order, and it is based on the Fondor shipyards above Coruscant, I believe. And then moving on, last but definitely not least, we have Strike, which is an infantry-based game with no heroes and no vehicles, which is 16 players in total, 8v8, and it is set on Takodana, which is a new beautiful map brought to us from the newest trilogy. And moving on again, we also have arcade mode, which can at the moment be played either solo or co-op. The co-op option is not available for online. It is only couch co-op at the moment, so you'd need 2 controllers for your PlayStation, and you'd need to be sitting right beside your buddy to play it with them. First we'll take a look at solo here, and also we only have battle scenarios at the moment. We don't have custom arcade or tutorial, which still does look pretty interesting. And we can only play as the dark side as well, as this is all just only in beta. So for this, wipe them out. It is Onslaught at Theed Naboo. Darth Maul wields the power of the dark side to crush the Galactic Republic's pathetic clone army. Time is short, but the power of the Sith is strong. Purge the halls of Theed Palace and leave no troopers standing. Which is basically, you get to play as either Darth Maul or a rocket droid, and you have to just slaughter clones. You have a time limit, and with each kill you get seconds added onto that. And at the moment we're only able to do tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3, which are slightly harder modes, as you can see, will only be available at launch. We also have another mode called Roger Roger, which is team battle at Theed Naboo, and it is the Separatists' assault on Naboo has begun. Your unit of specialist battle droids is ordered to take the throne room by force. Crush the clone troopers, protect your unit. You are not programmed for failure. All unit characters are available. It will simply be you playing as the droids versus the clones, all controlled by AI, so some really fun single player action here. Okay guys, and next it is the big one. It is the collection screen, which is huge, and there's so much information here, so I'll try to get through all of it. On your far left hand side you'll have classes, so everything from your ground troopers to your special troopers to your vehicles to your starfighters, and on the right you will have all your heroes, which includes playable hero characters and hero ships. This will be expanded quite a bit when the full game releases, as at the moment we've only got 4 heroes here, and something like at least 12 are confirmed for the start of the full game when it releases. So if you move to the left hand side of the screen and you select one of your classes, aka for example I'll be using the heavy, so I'll click into this and I've got a few things on my left hand side. The first one is equipped and craft star cards. Star cards are gained through crates. Crates are bought by playing games online. So if we go into this, we can see the 3 that I have equipped at the moment. If I click again on this, I can see all 6 that are available only for the beta. There'll be a lot more than just 6, but for the start at least, every class will only have a max of 6 star cards. As you can see, they're all completely different and have different abilities, different cooldowns, different prices to upgrade as well. And coming on to upgrading, as you can see, my heavy is a rank 12, that is said just beside the clone's head there. How you get your clone's rank is by what star cards you have, not by what are equipped, but with what you have all together. So as you can see, they've all got different tiers on them. They go from tier 1 to tier 4, so bronze, silver, gold, then platinum. I've got a few silvers, a bronze, and I've got a gold there as well. So if we add them all up, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is 12 in total. That all added together gives me my overall rank of 12 for the heavy, so that is how that works. Moving on, we have equipped and craft weapons. Every class again is limited to 2 weapons at the moment. The top one, which you'll see for every single class, is the standard issue, which everyone is given when they first play as that character. The second gun is usually unlocked through playing with that character or achieving certain tasks. You don't actually have to buy them, I don't believe so. And you can also get them through crates as well. So yeah, all on the right hand side they all have different attributes, that's a good word. Cooling power, range, rate of fire, and damage. So this is the DC 15 that we're looking at. If we go down to the next gun, you can see that the stats have all changed. So for example, this gun will have a little bit better damage, but it'll have a lot slower rate of fire. So it's really choosing between what would more suit your playstyle, which will mean that you'll have to play around with each class and with each gun to find out what fits your playstyle best before moving on to then invest in them with your parts to add weapon modifications. So for this class, the weapon modifications we have are auto cooling, night vision, and ion shot. Again, all which have their own ups and downs if equipped. And as you can see, if we go to a different class, for example, into the weapons and then into their attachments, this one has reduced recoil, improved burst, and exploding shot. So as you can see, they're all completely different as well. Each class can have different weapon modifications, and I'm sure again there's going to be a lot more base weapons and weapon modifications when the full game comes out. So that is a huge amount of content and a huge amount of customizability. So my officer, for example, could be completely different to your officer depending on how much I've played with them, what star cards I have, and what modifications I've invested in for that player. Moving on again, we have an option called change emote. If you click into that, you'll see that you have a bunch of emotes on the left hand side. I think 5 in total, 11, and they're all unlockable if you do certain tasks, and some of them are quite funny as well. And last but not least, as far as customization with a class goes, we have changed victory pose. And at the end of the game, if you are the MVP, for example, or if you've dealt the most amount of damage, then instead of your profile picture like coming up like the last game, instead you'll have different MVP selects to choose. So say for example, if I finish the game playing as a heavy, the MVP pose that I have selected will be the one that shows up with the total amount of score underneath. And now if you look underneath heavy, we have 3 abilities: detonate, charge, sentry and barrage. Let's go and look at them. So as you can see, it states what button you need to press to activate it, whether it's L1, R1 or L1 and R1, and what those abilities do. Detonate charge, a powerful manually detonated explosive device which is the re-triggered action, so pressing L1 a second time after throwing it will cause it to explode. So basically it just explains to you how your star cards work and how to use them. But yeah guys, there's definitely a lot of content here. There's your normal classes, there's enforcer classes, your aerial units with jump packs, gunship, ground vehicle, interceptor, bomber and fighter. Now they all work the exact same as your vanilla classes, such as your assault and heavy. They all have their own star cards and abilities, which can be modified and upgraded depending on how well you play with that character and what star cards you have equipped. And what I've noticed with the heroes is that with Boba Fett and Han Solo, which are, you could call them infantry heroes, they are able to be upgraded, whereas Rey and Darth Maul, we don't seem to be able to equip anything onto them. We are able to change emotes and change victory poses still, which I find very cool. And last but not least, we have the hero ships. We have Han's Falcon, Maul's Scimitar, Boba Fett's Slave 1 and Poe Dameron's X-Wing. And last but not least, on the collection screen you have a little bar here called saying total collection. That is all of your points from star cards added up from every single class that you have, and that is the total that it becomes. So you can say that you're superior than others if you have a higher total collection than them. Moving on to career, we have a bunch of different things all used to get you more parts and more credits for upgrading weapons and buying crates. We have the time challenges, which at the moment there's more being added every day to this for you to complete and earn rewards. So for example, for this one I would get 20 crafting parts. For this one I would get the specialist starter crate. So they're all very useful, and they're something that you should try and do every day, and later I'm going to try and do this. Again, it is the exact same for the troopers, starfighters, multiplayer and arcade. By doing certain tasks and certain objectives, you will earn crates, credits and parts. You can also see as well how many of the milestones you've completed at the moment. I've only got 54 of, I've only had maybe about a day in total of proper game time because I've been doing other things as well at the moment. And one last thing is, in the beta you cannot go any higher than rank 10. I got to rank 10 in about 2 hours, maybe less, so it's really not difficult. Then we have options, which really speaks for itself. It's about your controls, gameplay, audio. You can change that. You can go into controls, see how the controls for the soldier, vehicles and starfighters, and maybe change your sensitivity or your stick dead zone, for example. And then last but not least, pre-order. If you haven't pre-ordered already, I highly recommend that you do. But first, definitely play the game mode. Make sure you get a proper feel for the game so you can decide whether you want to spend that money or not on it. Hey guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and maybe even subscribe if you're new to this channel to keep up to date with everything Star Wars, including this new amazing game, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm going to be streaming this a lot over the next couple of days until the beta ends, and then when the full game comes out you can expect truck tons of gameplay to come your way. Again, thank you for watching, and if you want to hear, you can watch a little kill streak that I went on with my good friend Kesla earlier today, where I think we finished up with about 60 kills each in and around that, and I think I took all 5 MVP places on the board, so enjoy.
What up? Fuck! Hate shot grenade. It is trash. Ah! Shot grenade är tillbaka. Och disruption också. Ja, båda två shot grenade gör exakt likadant. Det är bara att den inte håller kvar det lika länge. Disruption har jag faktiskt inte sett. Jag har bara sett den på StarCard, så jag har inte sett hur den fungerar. Ja, jag hoppas inte den är det. Fuck's sake, man! Ah, let me run! Fuck! This keeps me in place, man. Right, I guess we're going for the left. That's where most people are heading. Need support on the left, dude. We got a Ray coming in on the left, I believe. Yeah, that's Ray. Fuck. Yeah, Ray's down. Low health though. Oh, we actually got the right already. What the fuck? How? How can this have happened? Let's keep overriding the other one. Die! I'm about 400 health. Should be alright. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Yeah, well, nobody in the middle, I think. From our team, that is. Oh, fuck, there's actually somebody in here. Go heading up the left flank. Right, I'm right behind you, dude. You must really love that rocket droid. You haven't even died with me, have you? Ah, I'm stuck again. Fuck, man. Why does that keep happening? Oh, Han Solo on the right. I'm in here, dude. I need support. You need to get in here, dude. fuck, sometimes my abilities just get fucked. What the fuck? Ah! Let's go! We done captured that shit. Booyah! Glorious. Nice one.